Hey guys, it's Drew here and I'm here to make my budget check-in video for week 2 of January. We're going to make this a fairly quick video because it's quite hot today in Australia and I haven't got too much to go over for the week, except to say it was pretty messy, mostly on my end, but there was a lot of mix-ups with money and refunds and a whole bunch of stuff as well. So we're going to go through what's come out, go through my expenses, and just look at what will be coming out in the next fortnight. Okay, so we're starting with the 8th. Nothing happened on the 8th or Saturday. So Kindle came out on the Monday. And I need to fix that up because it's not showing on my account. Same with my Prime. I can't find the subscriptions anywhere. So I need to call up and ask them what's happening with that. I'm still getting charged. That's okay. I'm fine with that. But I would like to see them on my account so I know that like nothing's wrong with that. I did say 30. I'm going to come back to this at the end of the month and talk about my total savings for the month. But I do like to have this before I get paid to just check how much I have saved up or made during that time. So we'll come back to that at the end of the month and see how we did in terms of making money and how much I ended up saving and spending. Gas, that was already paid for way in advance in December, so we don't have to worry about that. And Q2 ahead, that got taken out of emergency and cycle ahead as well in my unstuffing. I put that in there at the beginning of January. That was December actually when I set it up, so that's changed as well because a lot of other things have changed. Then I did pay my rent, so I did pay the second rent for February, so that is paid off, and then next pay it'll be the start of March. And I did put 116 into my head for subscriptions for the month of February. However, that goes up to 120 next month, and it's going to gradually grow because some of the things that I put on hold are coming back out, even if it's for a month, so I can I'll get charged, and then if I decide that I want to put it back on hold for another 3 months or cancel it, I can. One of them I'm keeping, which will be my Pologo subscription, which is kind of like my uni stuff and my research work and my work, where you get textbooks and general books, and then it will be Audible that I am cancelling. Apologies if my phone goes off in the back, I forgot to turn it off. So that got paid, and then here we are at the 15th. So things have been paid off. As you can see, I haven't done too great with no spending this week. And if we flip over to my expenses, it's quite a hot mess. So there was a lot of kind of moving and shifting my cash around from my envelopes into my account. Then some of the like Ubers that I got, I had to get refunded for because of like the quality of the food, or it got cancelled. So there was a lot of money being shifted around. I put money into my account, then it got taken out. So it's a hot mess. I'm not going to go through this entirely. I have marked it as over budgeting, but when it comes down to it, I am within budget, but I have lost the 20 that I was putting towards electricity. So not a great loss in total, but I think this has definitely taught me that there was more than there was a reason more than why I stopped buying takeaway as well, as much as I used to do, because I just quality is really hard to maintain, and also their customer service isn't always great, and it's just a stress that I don't necessarily want to have. Although I do think that I was very happy to be able to actually take some money out of my savings account to pay for takeaway this week, because it was quite hard mentally, and it was very, very warm. So I'm learning. Would I want to do it again? No. So lesson learned, I need to make sure that I have enough grocery money too. So I've been trying to set 140. I'm thinking maybe an extra 10 or so a month. Sorry, a fortnight would help with that, because there are a few days sometimes where like I will eat everything that I've paid for, and some weeks less so. And that's due to also my PCOS as well. Some weeks I eat more, some weeks I eat less. Sometimes things go off faster, sometimes they don't. So I'm really still in the process of figuring out what's the best amount of money for my grocery, so I'm not running out of food or running out of the quality food that I need, and planning a little bit better. And then I'm not feeling like I need to go and spend money that I have but I don't have. So that's the start of this month. And considering November and December were quite good with budgeting, I'm not too hard on myself. I just am not pleased with the stress that I incurred too. So I need to start looking at how I'm going to do this better for my health, so that I'm not one, using up money, and two, not eating when I'm emotional as well, which is quite a hard one for me as well when I'm very, very down, or like my brain's not functioning. I just don't have the energy, so I need to figure out ways that I can better manage that in the future as well. So a loss of 20 isn't too bad. I will, if we turn back over to next pay, I will be able to put 30 into electricity anyway, so it does hit the goal of reaching 30. I would have liked to have an extra 30, but I'm going to be ahead with my water, and I'm making headways with the electricity bill too. So those are already going to be way ahead until March, so that's quite okay. So if we look at anything else that needs to be crossed off, so my groceries only came to 101 because some things came out. Sorry, I paid for it, and then like I paid my housemate who pays the grocery account, and then the grocery shop didn't fulfill all the things that I had planned to get, so I ended up getting some money back from that, but that was only $101, so we'll see how I go with only spending $101 on food after what I've just said. But I think I should be okay, because I planned a little bit better, and then of course it will go back to 140 next payday. So I don't think I'm going to mess around with it again this month. We'll see how February goes. It's definitely going to have to increase the month that my partner comes over, and also after that month is when a lot more like I'll have a lot more of my money again to play around with and see what works better for my budget. So we've got a few things to pay for in the next paycheck. So a lot of them are variable expenses. The only things that are going to come out of my next paycheck in terms of bill kind of stuff, I guess, is the food, rent and electricity. Although I do have to pay $10 for some extra lawn money, and I do owe my housemate some money as well. And that's also, I've been using these stickers, these kind of, let me see if I get a better picture. Apologies for the sweating, it is very warm. So I started using these, and I think I'm going to use them for things that come up. They're quite handy to start with, so like if something extra comes up that I haven't budgeted for but comes up, I can use that to kind of better help my brain indicate. So we've got mowing that will come out and paying my housemate some money for New Year's as well. So we've got a lot of variables. Most of them are going to be covering the trip, and then we've got the muffin pug. So I need to send some money across to my partner to start sponsoring the puggo. So that is it, I think, for this week's check-in. Pretty quick for me. We've got a couple of things coming out next week, and I'm going to attempt to have a no spend, which should be easy because everything else needs to go towards paying for things. But if I do earn a little bit extra, I'm going to knuckle down and put it into bills and emergency funding, because I want to start building up my emergency fund for situations that occur that I need extra things for. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. I have got some more new subscribers, so thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you coming over to the channel. I'm going to attempt, as I did yesterday, to do my grocery budgeting video where I go through like how I do it as a single person with some issues in terms of nutrition, and what I'm trying to do this year with that as well. So I've got some of my previous menu budgeting food related pages, and then the most recent one. So I know I intended to do it on Tuesday. I think I might do it tomorrow or later tonight when it gets cooler. And I've also decided that I'm not going to schedule in days that I film. I'm just going to say, at least for the summer, you know, 3 to 4 videos a week, and they'll come out when they come out on that week. I think that's a better way to do it than sort of me with my ADHD and summertime kind of fitting that into when it's manageable and when it's not. So at the moment, kind of setting those pre-dated times when I want to film aren't working, but that's okay, I've tried it. So we will see how that goes, and I will be bringing you this video as soon as possible. So thank you guys for watching. I love you all, and I shall chat with you later. Bye.